Hey, start here. Sipping gin in the Warsaw Center, in a rooftop bar, doing great. And I would love to share with you today how I was able to sign 2.5k client after 16 days in SMMA. So I'm not even sure what's the quality of my connection over there. So potentially you cannot even hear what I'm saying, but if you will hear, you will after this video you will exactly know how to be able to sign 2.5k dollars client after 16 days in SMMA. So basically, in the beginning, there are few main points what you have to do before even starting SMMA. So because it's easy, it's like money is now printed, but to be honest with you, in the beginning of the journey, you will suck. It will be tough. You will get a lot of pain, but it's the only way that allows you to actually move. And you have to become the new person, leave your identity puncher, and you have to actually become the completely new person. And because of the pain is needed. Pain shows you that actually you are doing something, and because of that, you will reach the top. You will also be sitting in the center of Warsaw sipping gin. Love. And yeah, I don't have my raw, I don't have any document doc. It's very raw. Today's video is very raw. I'm just came to the conclusion that I'll be able to share with you how I was able to sign 2.5k dollars upfront client in SMMA. My initial real estate, so I signed real estate agent 2.5k upfront, no questions asked. And how was I able to do that? So firstly, let's say I will get to you few main points, like because you have to lay the foundation at the beginning. And firstly, you have to become the expert in your niche. And what do I mean by that? Probably you think you have an illusion that you know anything after 2 days of studying the psychology of people in your niche, but actually it's too short. You don't know shit yet. You don't know shit actually. So what you have to do: stop watching your gurus on YouTube, stop listening to your gurus on YouTube. You have to think critically, and you have to know what you are talking about. So without confidence, you won't be able to sign anyone ever. Period. You have to be as confident as it's possible, okay? That's the first thing. Because if you're not confident enough, no one will believe that you're like this reliable company that actually gives the feedback and delivers the result you're talking about. So if you are turning on your camera on the meeting and there's some kid with virgin mustache talking about charging $2,000 upfront monthly, you will never ever sign anyone. And you also have to remember that there's something like client acquisition and client retention. So yeah, you can sign 10 clients in a month, but if you cannot deliver the results you're talking about, you'll lose everyone the second month. So with that, you won't be able to grow ever. So you can click on the video that I've signed about delivering the results to your clients. Today we mainly focus on client acquisition. So first pillar, you have to know what you're talking about. Secondly, you have to sound as professional as it's possible. You have to firstly be ethical, so you are not saying that you've been running this company for the last 2 years and you had this 50 clients and before you've signed anyone. If you don't have ethics, yeah, you can do that. If you want to build your company on some good fundamentals and lay the correct foundation, don't lie to anyone. Just be always honest. So we can say that in the beginning what I was saying, that was my phrase, and I'll show it with you today. Listen, John. If I won't sleep, I won't eat, I won't go out, I won't do anything until I bring the results I am talking about. So I won't do nothing, just delivering the results I'm talking about, and that I was promising. You cannot have illusion that you're great, but you have self-delusion that you know what you're talking about. So basically, if you are confident, you look reliable and professional, and you sound legitimate, and you sound like you're a real hustler, not like some freelancer doing shit from his basement. But you are this real company that just started, and that is going to do what it takes to deliver the results you're talking about. Become the person that is able to deliver the results he was talking about. So you won't be ever able to sign anyone if you are not sure that it's working yet, and it's tough in the beginning. And I can tell you that I didn't know a thing about running Facebook ads until I signed my first client. So I was fully into client acquisition in the beginning, and then I went into client retention. So I didn't even know a thing about Facebook ads. So it was even tougher in the beginning without any case studies to sound as legitimate and as confident as I was. But only this allows you to actually sign anyone. So it might sound like, okay, you don't know a shit about it and you're selling it. And yes, that is true in the beginning, but you also have to become that kind of the person that, firstly, is not only promising, but if you will say, okay, I'm giving you this 10 leads monthly, you will do nothing, just focusing on this, generating these leads and qualifying them and giving these leads to the people, to your clients. So if you know that you will get this 2.5k upfront, and you will go to Bali, do nothing, and you will have this like illusion that you are doing anything and you're learning stuff, it's not working like that. You have to really lock yourself in the room, do nothing, just consuming the content, how to deliver the results you're talking about. So you can watch my other video about that, and you will know everything, how to do. But also remember, be ethical, because you won't be able to build a reliable and legitimate company on lies. So I will also show you, probably I'll record tomorrow, because tomorrow I have a few meetings, how to close a deal, and you will exactly know what you have to say, how you have to act. And I can even tell you that all my deals that I've done and I've signed and closed, I was doing it with my camera turned off. So they didn't even see my face, but they were able to send me a few $1,000s just to my Stripe. They didn't even see me. They was only talking about it, and we are only talking on it. I'm only doing one call close, not like rescheduling anything. Deal or no deal, you just have to know what you're talking about, and I will show you what you have to say in the next video, and I will record how I'm able to close these clients and actually be sitting in a Warsaw sipping gin and overviewing the skyline, getting new ideas, becoming the best possible version of myself, just to be honest, printing money at the moment. Remember about the self-delusion, but not the illusion that you're doing something if you're doing shit, just self-delusion that you know what you're talking about. You have to know, you have to sound reliable, confident. Yes, and another thing, there's something even more important than confidence and all that stuff, because in the first place you have to actually come with a clear path, clear plan about what you will do, how you will do, how to manage the input, and the outcome and the output will come, because universal law, every action has single and opposite reaction. So when you know what you have to do in the beginning, so basically when you were doing cold outreach for like 16 hours a day for like, let's say 2 weeks, just cold calling, sending cold DMs, cold emails, all that stuff, it is inevitable to sign clients. So just firstly focus on cold outreach, and then you will be able to actually get the meetings, and then you will get the skill about closing clients. So my first meeting ever was a complete disaster. I didn't have a presentation, I didn't have a thing at all. My first meeting ever, I had like shaky voice, all that stuff, but now I have it when I'm recording videos for you. So you just need time, you just have to become the best at what you do. And the only thing you can get better at closing clients is actually getting on the sales calls, talking to them, preventing the objections, then going to the framework. So if they are saying, yeah, you know what, it's too expensive for me right now, that's the potential objection you might get. So you're not saying, okay, you know what, I'll do half price for you and some will buy. No, darling, your service is premium. You will get everything you need. We have a huge team working with us right now. Like, if you don't have, don't say it. Remember, be ethical, but use premium words. And actually, if they are saying it's too expensive for them, they have the money. You just didn't did the great job about selling the outcome, selling the dream. You didn't know their desires. You just suck at sales. So if you hear that they are saying, no, it's too expensive for me right now, they have the money. You just wasn't good enough to actually send the money for you. and they just prefer keeping the cash and doing still nothing. So if you would actually elevate the pain, because we as a human being, we only run from pain towards the pleasure. So if you made the pain that big and pleasure so valuable in their eyes, you will close them. But you just have to be good at sales. You just have to know what you are talking about. You need a clear plan. Get the mentor in the beginning. Talk with him. He will scale you to the moon. I had a mentor in the beginning. I can be honest with you. I had a mentor, and it allowed me to actually grow my SMMA in that pace I am growing, and it's 5 digits monthly at this point. So cash is just, everyone has cash. Everyone is so rich. If you're broke, you think everyone is broke. If you're rich, you actually know that everyone is around you is rich. So every single person that you're selling to potentially have spare money that they will be able to give you. You just now have to become so valuable in their eyes and so confident and so great at closing and sales that they will just be happy to give you this money, because it's just a tool. It's just, cash is just a vehicle to your dream outcome. You want to go to the gym, you have to pay for the gym, or like, no, it's maybe not the best example, but if you want to experience flying private, cash allows you to fly private. So cash is just the vehicle, it's the tool you have to utilize to get to your dream outcome. So if you don't have any clients at all, focus on client acquisition, do the outreach called, I'll show you in the future how to like maybe then do warm outreach, so how to run paid ads for yourself, how to actually, I'll show you how to record a VSL, what you have to do over there, and then you'll be just printing cash, to be honest with you. So have a clear path, have a clear plan, do the outreach, do your thing. It will be painful, you will feel a lot of pain doing that, but actually there's no better feeling than getting these payments, like monthly wages of 9 to 5ers. You get it after one meeting, after 45 minutes talking with someone. So tomorrow I am recording for you how to actually close clients, so you'll know better what I am talking about and how actually you have to sound, because if they can see you, that your voice is the only thing they are focused on. So that is why I'm not showing my face during the calls, because I want them to focus what I am saying and what I am showing to them, not necessarily on my face. So even though I look like a G, they would fall in love with me, all my clients, and they will pay me without even knowing they think about anything. They would just pay me because they would see this G with a long beard, chiseled by Zeus himself. Just kidding. But yeah, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer all your questions in the comments, or you can DM me on IG or whatever. I'm more than happy to answer all of it. See you next time. So cheers.